Flo, have you been watching the announcements at NAMM and all the new stuff coming out? I've been really excited because last week there's just like a ton of cool stuff announced, and I wanted to go over the Native Instruments products that were announced because I really think that they are a huge step in an amazing direction for lowering the barrier to entry for people to get involved with making music. And yeah, I know like last product release, like they were heading that direction, right? They had the A series keyboards, but we just are headed in a more amazing direction for just all kinds of people to hopefully be able to afford to jump in and start producing music. You know, if it's a hobby they were just thinking about, the expense is not like crazy anymore to pick up a keyboard, pick up a Maschine Micro, get started with Komplete and just start making music. So I think this is super exciting. I wanted to look through some of these products. So let's go through it. The first one, which I alluded to, is the Complete Start, right? So this is a production suite that's free. So if you purchase, let's say, the new M32 Keyboard for $129, you're going to get this free production suite. And let's take a look at what's in here, because I know some people are probably going to poo-poo it and say, well, the instruments aren't that great. Again, this is free. You spend $129 on a keyboard and you get this free. So I think it's pretty cool. It's coming out in February, 17 instruments with effects included. And let's take a look. We can go through and check out some of the stuff that you get. So you get these synthesizers. No, you don't get massive, but did you really expect that you're going to get massive for free? I mean, you have really high expectations here if you think you're going to spend $129 for a keyboard and basically get a ton of, you know, their top of the line instruments for free, but you're getting this stuff. And I think this is a great place to start with making music. And the 9 sampled instruments, which is cool, you get kinetic treats. This world actually, that's pretty cool. Like I've used a flute from there. That's really a really nice flute. Band synth. I mean, so you're really getting the basics here to start making music. And I'd say, you know, compete with like GarageBand, but actually trump GarageBand, urban beats. So that's pretty cool. So they have a nice like selection of different types of instruments to be able to use to make music depending on what genre you're making. Effects, guitar rig, player, like that's cool. You get that. I've never used this. Supercharger, high octane, attitude, tube compressor. And then this is the other cool thing is that you get complete control. You can get an expansion selection. So 1,500 loops and samples from a diverse range of their expansions. So it's a taste of the expansions, but that's cool. 1,500 of them, you know, I'm sure they're not giving you crap. Like I'm sure it's pretty decent and goes across the board of, you know, genres that they have in expansion. Contact 6 player and Reactor 6 player. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, this is again, free. So keep that in mind. Free. Oh, the Play Series connection. So how did I miss that? Like that's neat. Yeah, so you get Analog Dreams, Ethereal Earth, and Hybrid Keys. Okay, this is like amazing that that's free. Like those are some nice instruments. So beyond that, they came out with 2 audio interfaces, and these are smaller entry-level audio interfaces, but what's so awesome about them is they're perfect for traveling and being mobile. You know, something that you can just like have in your bag, pull it out, and there you go. You can record instruments live, you can record mics live, and they're, you know, from my experience using their audio interfaces, like they're really good. You know, I feel like the sound is really good. Like I never had any issues with it. I used to use the audio interfaces actually for DJing, and I'm trying to think why I had to use them. I mean, it must have been just it was probably when I was using other, I remember, flashback, because we've evolved so much in technology. So I just used to use like a controller that didn't have a sound card in it. When I was using like the Vestex or any of those older controllers, like they didn't have a sound card in there. They were literally just a MIDI controller. So you still needed some sort of sound card. And that's back when I did use the Native Instruments cards, which they sounded amazing. I mean, I played through all kinds of systems, you know, and huge events with like thousands of people where, you know, even outside, you know, with the live sound setup, and stacks of speakers, and, you know, it sounded great. There were no issues. So anyway, like you're getting something pretty solid here for, a nice price. Let me see. I forget what the prices are. It said $109 for one of them. I know I saw. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, this is cool. They do like a comparison so you can see which one might be a better fit for you depending on what you're doing. So this audio 1, the outs are only RCAs. The audio 2, you get the 1/4 inch TRS outputs. So on the 1, you're only getting the ability to put a XLR mic in here, but you have some commi inputs on the 2, which allows you to use either 1/4 inch or XLR. So there's a little bit of a difference there. You're getting included software, so that's cool. And 109 and 139 coming in March. So, I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, your decision too is like only $30 more if you want to get the one that has a little bit more capability, but you may not need that, which I think is great that they offered these 2 units. And I just want to add, both of them have the ability to plug in a 1/4 inch headphone. And for some reason, my light just went off. So hold on. And my light's back on. I got some new lights, and apparently they must be like motion reactive in the sense that they go off if you don't move enough. So I need to remember to move a little bit more. So these are really cool. I just think, I look at the price, like 109 or 139 to get in. I mean, you're looking at, so right now you have the production suite free. This is, you can get 109 to get this sound card, and then look at this is 129. So, you know, what are we looking at? 238, and you're in the game here with making live music, basically. $238. That's just incredible to me. This thing looks cool. I'm excited to get my hands on this M32. So you guys remember the A series came out. I did a video on the A25. I'll link it up here. And what that is, it's just a smaller 25 key MIDI controller for a really nice entry level price, and it's got full size keys, and it's actually really, it's really nice. Like I was comparing it to some other keyboards, and it really has a nice solid feel to it for the price. Anyway, it's a little bit bigger because it has a full size key bed, so it's not like you can just easily stick it in your backpack and be on the run like you would with like an Akai Mini or something. So this really fills the space of being able to stick it in your backpack and go, and still being able to control all the whole Native Instruments environment, ecosphere, the Maschine and everything. So I'm really excited about this. I mean, it looks nice and compact. Got a really nice price point, $129. I mean, that's just really cool. 32 compact keys. So this is a contender with like the Akai Mini. But again, if you're in the Native Instruments like whole like ecosphere, this is, it talks right to your software. So yeah, this is awesome. This is really awesome. I'm excited to check it out. So yeah, here's some more pictures. Basically, if you've seen any like the Instagram, if you follow Native Instruments on Instagram or elsewhere, you're seeing them talk about how you can have your whole production studio sitting on your coffee table, like basically hang out in your living room and making music. And for those of you out there that like, I know this appeals to people who are like really need to be mobile, but the other person you probably haven't thought about that this appeals to is people like me. Like I'm a parent, right? So I can't hold myself up in my studio all the time. It's just not feasible, right? My kids are downstairs, they're playing in the playroom, they're doing stuff. Like this is really cool because I can just be out like on the dining room table very easily and making music. And I've been using my Maschine Micro a lot for that because I really like the portability and size of it. So adding the M32 to this mix is just going to be awesome. All right, so let's get back up. What else was announced? Bunch of things. Traktor DJ 2. So this is the ability to have a more simplified DJ program that you can use on your iOS system, and you can also use the S2 with it. Actually, it says it's coming to desktop, and the pictures you see here. So it's this guy's. There was a picture of him using it somewhere. Here he is. He's at a coffee shop or somewhere DJing. So it's just like a more simplified version of Traktor, which I think is pretty cool. I think this is $49 to get into this. So I think that's going to open up the road for, a lot more people to start DJing, not feel so intimidated by the software. And that's what serious DJing made seriously easy. So it's pretty cool. And then you see the waveforms here, right? That's what everybody's excited about because the new Traktor update is going to have horizontal waveforms, back to back. So people are very excited about that. They've wanted it for many, many years, just as Traktor has it. Serato has it. So the other thing, it's vertical, I should say. Yeah, you guys are probably aware. Serato has the whole vertical loops next to one another, and everybody's always like, why can't you do that in Traktor? And so now they're going to offer you vertical side by side or horizontal side by side. Sounds.com integration. So apparently in February, they're going to have some crazy integration between Komplete Kontrol, Maschine, and Sounds.com where it actually syncs up. Now, if any of you guys out there use Splice, you probably understand why there's a huge benefit to this, because I don't know about you, but Splice just freaking annoys me. The way that they bury the sounds in each folder is so frustrating to me, because the only way to get out your sounds is to pull them out of your Splice app. And I don't know, I just don't like the way they bury all the sounds into each like ingrained folder. Anyway, when I've only used sounds.com a few times, and when I have, I like that it just downloads it to my download folder. I'm sure there's other parameters where I can change that. I don't know, it just seems a little more straightforward. So now to have the ability to have this integrated, your sounds.com, somehow your sounds integrated with Komplete Kontrol, Maschine, again, if you're in the whole ecosphere of these products, that's going to be really powerful and could potentially be a reason why you would ditch Splice and go to sounds.com for your loop samples and all that stuff. Komplete Kontrol 2.1, again, this is going to help with the ability to easily get to sounds, get to loops. I'm sure there's other stuff here that I'm overlooking, so let's click on it and see. An intuitive integration hub, unite all your instruments. And I don't know if you guys aren't using Komplete Kontrol, it is really powerful. I mean, it's nice to see everything you have like in your collection right there. And I mean, it depends, because I noticed like if you're in a Native Instruments like product, you may not be like that used to using it because the need's not there. But if you hop into another DAW, you're gonna find yourself, dragging Komplete Kontrol as an instrument into your DAW to use, because you are able to access all this stuff really easily. You're also able to maintain the ability to use the scales, chords, and arpeggios that are in there. So I tend to do that obviously when I'm using other DAWs. So this is really cool. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Was that it, or is there more? Maschine 2.8. Let's see what we got in there. I think it's like some small upgrades. So this is just basically talking about it. I think one of the upgrades, I want to say, was the sounds.com integration with that. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if there are other big upgrades coming with that, or it's just really the sounds.com integration. I think it's a sounds.com integration. And that's it, as if that wasn't enough. And it's interesting. I'm going to say I don't have the information about the Traktor Pro update on here right now. But that is definitely another one. So yeah, so that's more than enough. That makes me really happy. I think that the M32, like I said, is going to be big. The sound cards are going to be big. I think we're living in a society where people want to be more mobile now, and this is definitely going in the right direction with that, as well as price point. So yes, I am an NI fangirl. I admit that. I've just been a customer of theirs for many years, and when I say many years, it goes back to like 2002-ish. So it's been a really long time, and they really make solid products. If you're not familiar with any of their products, any of them that you buy, they're solid. It's not like sometimes other manufacturers, you'll buy something and it'll be like, oh, this is like cheap plastic. Like, yeah, okay, like stuff's made out of plastic nowadays, but somehow wherever NI makes their stuff, Native Instruments stuff it just feels like really like solid. All right, so I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching this video. Is there any of these products that you're interested in? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think you might buy and what you might want me to review. I'll talk to you soon.